it's a commonplace to say that technology is changing everything, right? We know that technology is having a great impact on the way we read, the way we write, the way we learn. And it's my goal and my kind of what I want to do is make sure that my students and my colleagues participate in creating that change and not just become just passive recipients of that change.
How can you be creative if you are bombarded every 10 seconds with something? You know, you don't hear the noise, but if I leave this with the noise in, click, 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 every 10 seconds there is a message. Is this a real world?
We're connected all the time, and sometimes it's hard to put it down. Like my phone is literally in my hands 24/7.
When I think about our generation, we're kind of always told you have to do what you love and like, follow your dreams.
Interesting part is that there's evidence that the personalities have changed. That's really dramatic. That's the most important fact.
I don't always think that these things fall neatly along generational lines. Like I think it's more oriented by like the sort of personality that the sort of person brings to it.
I mean, I like technology, but not necessarily the new ones.
In 2014, I did not use my iPhone at all, and I did use a flip phone, which was a challenge.
I have basically the same phone that I had in high school. It does not access the internet at all.
But the smartphone, you know, I can get my email, I can go on a website, and it's always with me. I'm not carrying around my desktop or my tablet.
And now you have an iPhone. She's the proud.
Yeah.
This was a recent.
She pulls me into the 21st century, kicking and screaming.
There was some futurists who predicted that everybody would get long pointy thumbs, and you know, from texting, we'd wind up with long pointy thumbs, and our necks would get longer because we're like craning down.
The question, what is next in technology that will be fantastic? I'm very worried about it. You know what we are doing? We are shutting off our brains.
A lot of the news today and a lot of the content is fast. People just want to get it out there. And that's kind of like what I like about scholarly publishing is it's well thought out, it's research.
For example, Google News, it tailors itself to your search history. So if you're searching for academic things, it's going to give you more academic flavored news. If you are searching for more kind of popular culture, entertainment news, it's going to give you more of those, right? So as a literary scholar, it's important for me to read not just the surface text that I see in front of me on the screen, but to kind of penetrate past the screen and to look at the algorithms that are dynamically creating this text in front of me.
I think where Amazon is headed, possibly, is into absolute data-driven content creation, formulation, just like Netflix. Because they'll know exactly on who's reading what, on what device, when are they breaking off. Are a lot of people breaking off at the same point of a movie or a book? They can really learn about, you know, where those points are, and then they could go back and edit their pieces, whether it's a content piece, to say, look, we shouldn't write this way because everybody's getting bored at this point in the book, and then they leave.
Because some great content is getting lost because of technology, and some technology doesn't capture the content in the most effective way.
I mean, they're no longer really given the skills to read a book that's sort of quite complex and full of sort of some abstract theories. And then the shift to these sort of more bite-sized, condensed pieces that can be much more easily sort of
Yeah, there's always this talk about, monographs become superfluous. On the other hand, if you want to get anywhere in academia, you still need to publish a monograph.
We read less and less, and everything comes through images. And the question is, why can we take advantage? Let's technologically construct the image that summarizes, in the case of a journal, a whole article.
I think that the future of education will involve a whole lot of video. And I think the future of reading may involve video. The future of publishing will involve video.
It's really understanding how people are consuming the content and whether they get bored or they get excited and then they follow, like they break their patterns.
The text that you see on the screen is dynamically generated. And that text is changing and suiting itself to my personal preferences. So when I pass you the digital book, there is no guarantee that the text on the screen remains the same.
So most exciting right now in my position is the ability to really kind of follow people and what they're doing, what they're interested in, and their actions.
We need to provide like the best search function so that people can just get their answer and it doesn't matter exactly where it came from, book, journal, etc.
Maybe some of the new information means like holograms may play out.
I think interactivity is the key. Even questions and answers and simulation is amazing, and just how far that can go.
So this is going to sound crazy, but it's a possibility of a direct brain-to-brain interface.
But we cannot lose track of the interaction of human beings, not the human being with a machine.
That's actually a question that I have myself. I wonder if it's ever going to get to the point where it's just like, okay, this is too much, we need to bring it back. But I don't know if it'll ever get, if it will ever get to that point. I think we're too deep in now.